Welcome along to another episode of Good Luggage. On today's episode, hopefully you've seen from the thumbnail, we are carrying out a bit of work, in fact a full exterior detail on a Porsche. This is going to be one of the most extensive details that I've actually done myself. We actually have 3 days to carry out full work on this Porsche, so it is going to be the full works. So we've already carried out a full decontamination wash, safe wash, 2 buckets, iron fallout, tar remover, all that sort of stuff. We've just put it back into the shed there, dried it, all the cracks and crevices and stuff. We've put a panel wiper and IPA all over the car as well, just to leave it ready for inspection and see exactly what sort of damage we're dealing with, or what sort of marks, marring, everything that's on this car. So this is a 1998 Porsche 911 Carrera 2. Obviously in that time there has been some amount of washing and all sorts of different things going on. The car is full of swirls, full of marring, full of damage. The paintwork is completely dull. You know, if you come out in the sunlight like this now, you just see absolutely every mark. So we're going to put it under the lights now and have a look exactly what is wrong with it. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Let's go and inspect the car and see what damage is there. Okay, so starting at the front of the car, good sunlight here, so we might be able to see a lot that's going on. So hopefully you can see there's a lot of swirling going on, a lot of marring. This is all over the paintwork, so from front to back it's literally everywhere. Pretty much this all over the car. So it's a lovely colour. I don't know what colour. Do you know what colour it is, Will?
Ocean blue.
Ocean blue. So an ocean blue Porsche 911 Carrera 2, and it is swirled to hell. So out in the sunlight you can just see swirls really is what you're looking at. So this is basically all over the car. There are a couple of marks every so often, and there's a couple of bits of lacquer peel, a couple of deeper scratches. The likes are around here. I don't know, can we see them? Down here you're dealing with there's a bit of paint spill and stuff on, or overflow on that, what do you call it, paint running. Obviously previously sprayed. While it's doing the clay bar, we have noticed a bit of blue coming off on the clay as well, so there is a bit of overspray in different places. A couple of heavier scratches down there along the wheel arch. So you can see then a couple of lacquer marks then. There's a few of these all around the car anyway. We're going to have to obviously try to avoid them as much as possible. A little more deeper scratches. It is terrible looking from here. See, like the paint chipping in there as well. Down below, that's more lacquer peel. There's lacquer peel. Like the car could probably do with a respray, but it's not an option at this current time. A couple of deeper marks here. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to tackle those or not. We'll see what we can do with them without sanding anyway. More deeper marks. There's a bit of good scratch there anyway. Down along the bottom here, I'm not sure exactly what we can do with that, but we'll have a look in the meantime. The wheels themselves then as well. The wheels are going to be taken off, and we're going to try and look at them a bit better than what they are. It's very hard to see inside there now with the light. They are in need of a refurb anyway, so that is something that's going to happen in the future, but not at present time anyway. Okay, on the front, again, pretty much the same all the way through. Now, here's a big issue. So we're going to have to avoid that as much as we can. We're going to just work around it. It's a panel that could be sprayed in the future, but it's not for now. Bit of bubbling and stuff around the place, so you want to watch out for you don't do any more damage at all. Again, more lacquer peel up here. Along the door, obviously you can see it's marked. Needs a bit of touch-up paint. On the sides, a couple of little rusty marks and stuff. But look, you're dealing with a 1998 car at the end of the day. And you can just see the continuous swirl marks all around all along the car there anyway. Another deeper scratch here in the driver's door. Mirror. Something similar, a bit more. A couple of more stone chips and all sorts of things going on there. The likes of these, the mirror holders, whatever you call them. We're going to possibly use something to dye them back or restore them a little bit better. All the plastics and stuff around the car. Handles, as you can imagine, they have a lot of marks on them and stuff, so we'll hopefully be able to get a lot of that out then. Just around the door then is particularly bad. Along the edges, really needs a bit of touch up. So on the back end then, again, pretty much the same sort of stuff we're dealing with. Basically marks everywhere. Can't even get any sort of a glow or any sort of a proper focus here now. Seems that bad. Back boot lid, exact same thing. Carrera badge, we're not taking that off or anything like that. We're going to leave that on, so we'll work around with something a little bit smaller. So yeah, a little bit more just on the trim around the car. Likes of all this stuff. We're going to bring that back to life, restore it with, not quite sure what product we're going to use yet. I think it's Solution Finish is probably the one we're going to be using. So these panels are everywhere. I think they'll come up really nice then. Also want to say a massive shout out to Darren in quickstitch.ie. Basically bought a couple of t-shirts in Woody's there recently and asked him to put a logo onto the t-shirts. So this is the new branding for the channel, I suppose. So logo on the front, logo on the back, on the side then. A couple of things for Facebook and Instagram and all that sort of stuff. So let's try it on. Dead. Let's roll. Okay, so where are we standing after the first day? Today it's now about, it's just gone 6 o'clock or so. Today we have just done our washing stage. Obviously it took a little while. Unfortunately the weather was at us there with the sun, there was hailstones, then there was rain, then there was clear spell, and then you're going back into sun and rain and all sorts of stuff. So we had an awful mare of a time with those. Brought the car back inside, we dried it up, and we started working on a couple of bits then. So we have just nearly completed our first stage on the roof. So the combination that we found worked best was the orange visor, was it that pad that you put the microfiber on. So I'm using that on both machines, both the 3-inch and a 5-inch machine. Will, who owns the car, I've actually given him the 3-inch to try it out. Look, it's his car, he might as well give it a go and see what it's all about, or see how it works fully anyway. So I've just done the roof myself. That's nearly complete. I want to go around the edges with a smaller pad, maybe like a 2-inch pad or something like that around the edges and stuff like that. Will has been working on the back in the more intricate areas, so let's have a quick look then. So all around this panel is, Will has been doing this with the 3-inch. Worked out fairly well. Need to go in with this with a smaller 2-inch pad, or even smaller again. We'll see what happens. So it seems to have worked out a hell of a lot better than it actually was. So he's done that part, and then he started working on sort of around where the badge area is here. It's going to be a 3-inch pad basically for most of it all around here, and then again we're getting the smaller pads, or a smaller machine then, to do those little intricate areas. We probably need to do a bit of finger work then with the microfibers and stuff then. So, and then he's moved on to the bumper then as well. Again, it's more of a 3-inch size for here. 5-inch is just that little bit too big, so just 3-inch should work a little bit easier then on that front. So that's the first day complete. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow again. So a little bit of compound and started, kind of what we wanted to spend, the pads that we want, pads and polish and the combo that we wanted to use. So we'll come back tomorrow and yeah, we'll start going with the rest of the car with compound, and then so we'll see you then. Right, day 2 on the 911 Carrera 2. What are we doing today? We are going to take off the wheels, because inside, I don't know if you can see it from here, inside is actually fairly corroded or fairly miserable looking. So we're going to take the wheels off, try and clean them up a little bit better. We have the roof done, apart from some of the little bits that are along the edges and stuff like that, so we're going to get a little 2-inch there, a little flex jobby to try and alleviate those issues. Will then has done the back bumper as I showed you there last night, so we're going to take a little bit more of a look at that under lights and stuff like that, and a couple of the little smaller bits and stuff we need to get the 2-inch polisher at that. Then we're going to continue going on then along the side of the car and stuff. There's a lot of curves in this car, so use of different polishers, different size pads and etc. is a must, but we're getting a good result so far, and yeah, let's crack on. Going on to this front quarter here now. I've used the 5-inch along here and down along there. It's done a bit of a job anyway, but it's just unfortunately on that little curve there I'm not getting enough of a bite from the 5-inch, so I'm moving it to the 3-inch, and then the 3-inch back on focus, back to the 3-inch. Then 3-inch I'll be able to get that little line across there and kind of work along here as well. Just there's an awful lot of curves in this section, so moving back to the DAS 6. Coming to a problematic part of this front quarter here now. So a lot of problems here. So you see a bit of bubbling and stuff happening there. Stone chips here. Big enough scratch along there. Hopefully you can see it. And then this big baby here then. So just going to have to be very careful around the likes of this now. I'm going to use a 3-inch pad, I think. Kind of get as close and stuff as around it as possible anyway. And keep going from there. Bits of rust and stone chips everywhere here, so really need the little small thing for in here, but yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. Last few sections left, front bumper, back bumper. Lights, so we are... I'm not talking to you again. Yeah, last few sections there for the compounding stage anyway. And they're really good, looking forward to the refining stage. There's still a lot of haziness, a lot of cloudiness around. A couple of marks here and there, but I'm just, personally, I'm just not confident enough to go further. So, as I said before, a bit more training I think is on the cards. So Mark Leddy, Marco Campbell, I'm coming for you. Gives me a new t-shirt. Okay, day 2 now is complete, and today we focused on wheels and finishing the compounding stage. So the first stage, the cutting stage. The wheels unfortunately didn't come up overly well. I'll show you now. Basically, they're clean, but they're in dire need of a refurb. Unfortunately, the likes of the stuff inside, it just seems to be like a, well, obviously the alloys aren't great anyway, but it seems to be like a dodgy refurb or something like that was sprayed on, or maybe they were refurbed and then lacquered and then straight away driven away or something, not enough time to cure or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we've tried everything on it. Between acid wheel cleaner and everything, we've tried everything, but it's just not working. So last day tomorrow, we're going to focus on the refinement stage. What are we doing? Yeah, we're focusing on the refinement stage and just, I suppose, getting all the little bits and bobs around the place tidied up and cleaned up. You know, there's a couple of little bits that just need the last little bit of compound. I think Will is actually going to do that there tonight, kind of practice away while I'm gone with the small flex machine, just right at the very bottom of the front bumper and stuff. But other than that, then we're getting there. Yeah, so tomorrow refinement and wax, and then hopefully should be good to go. So we'll see you tomorrow. So welcome back to day 3 of the Porsche 911 Carrera 2 detail. Okay, so the way we've left it was that paint was all fully compounded and all the rest. I left it then. Will, last night, he went and did the door shuts and stuff, so just the little bits and bobs that he could do on his own. And today now we've just arrived and we're going to panel wipe the whole car and basically get any excess polish residue off the car, blow it down airlines and stuff, and get ready for the second stage then, which will be the refinement process. At the same time, while the wheels are off, we're going to use a bit of triple on the wheels just to polish them up. Probably going to do those by hand, and then a bit of wheel wax then on after that then. We're not doing any ceramic coatings or anything like that. Can't do it as of yet, never tried it, so we're just running with a simple wheel wax. And then to finish the car off, going to use Fuso wax, but we'll probably do 2 coats of that then, just to get that extra little bit of gloss. So yeah, today's going to be a good day. The sun is out, hoping it's going to be here there later on, so when we take the car out then afterwards, that we get some nice after footage. So let's crack it off. So this is where things become a little bit annoying, and it's this badge here. Now, unfortunately, the annoying part about it is that I don't have the correct means of what I heard before, water spot remover, to get rid of all the stuff, see, inside in between all the letters and around the outlines and stuff like that. Now, big decision was, do we remove the badge? And look, that wasn't my call to do, but I think that's the plan. So we're going to try and muster up some sort of a way, see if we can get some sort of thin wire or some sort of stuff to take it off, polish the boot lid, and at least the marks are gone, but the badge is gone as well. So in the future, if he does want to change the badge to something else, he can, but what he's thinking now is just taking it off completely. So we can, it just seems to be a bit of a letdown on the whole thing. If you were to come this far and just have that there, it's just one of those things. I suppose when we're on the topic of just little things that we can't really do or achieve is the likes of this trim here. Unfortunately, like, no restorer is going to take up that or fix that. So plan is eventually to possibly take that off again and have it sprayed. second stage now, it's complete. It's 1 and the car is looking awesome. I don't know if you can really see it in this light or whatever, but yeah, Will has just had the wheels all waxed up and polished up and waxed over here. We're about to just panel wipe down the car, get all the residue off and get ready for a wax then. And as I said, we're going to do 2 coats of Fuso then. So nearly there, nearly there. Okay, so we're in the last moments now, I suppose, and it's a bit funny because the Game of Thrones theme music came on, kind of like epic music. But anyway, Fuso is our wax of choice for now. Well, it's one of the only ones that we have anyway, but huge regard for this. It's really good stuff. Like, even without it, it's just looking class. So really can't wait to put this on and get it out in the sun for a bit of after footage and photos and all that sort of stuff then. Okay, so the car is finished now, and hopefully from that footage you can see that there's an absolute serious difference from the work that we've carried out over the last 3 days now. Jim White over in the UK, White Details, he classifies, or he has a couple of things called a minor and a major correction. Now the minor correction is basically what I think we've done here now, in the sense that it's done in 3 days. It is a minor correction. There are some deeper scratches there. A major correction, I think once I would build up a bit more confidence, I think the major correction might be taking out those smaller scratches, or deeper scratches as such. So I think in terms of, say, what we've achieved, I think you could possibly call it a minor paint correction. We're just torquing up the wheels, getting a wiper blade back on here on the back, and we're going to take it out into the sunlight and see exactly what it really looks like. Just can't let it go, will you? Come on, will you get outside?
It's all the dust.
Alright. Looking forward to it? Yeah. Looks good from here. So there it is, our full 3-day detail on this Porsche 911 Carrera 2. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below so you don't miss any future content, and yeah, if you like it, just share it out. Don't forget, you can get 10% off from our patrons down below, washme.ie and OCD Detailing. Just use the code GL10 at the checkout for your 10% off then. Okay, see you in the next one.